All right. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Panchakalpataruyascha kripa sindhuya eva cha patitanam pavanevyo vaishnavevyo namo namaha. All right, so Maharaj here, Bhaktiananda Goswami, is using a AA battery machine because his 20-year-old 110 volt life support machine needs a part costing $81 on sale. Now, he would have had the $81 to purchase this 110 volt life support machine so that he could continue living. But, as is very characteristic of Maharaj, he sacrificed, he renounced being able to use the available $81 that he had so that he could help me take a bus ride from Portland, Oregon, down to Coos Bay so that he could pick me up at the Coos Bay station and take me to Myrtle Point.
And it was worth it.
Yes. But now, people are thinking that Maharaj is, I don't know, being, he has all these servants and he's living a life of opulence. He's eating out of gold and drinking out of golden goblets, immortalizing nectar every day and being attended by bards, being woken up by all types of Gandharvas and Apsaras and just being treated like, so many phony gurus are.
Fawning sycophants.
Yes, fawning sycophants. But that's not the case. There's nothing wrong with wealth, and there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not how he is living, and definitely not how I am living here.
I was flushing toilets with a bucket up until rather recently.
Yes, and he has been teaching me the art of bucket showers, and I'm picking up quite quickly. Anyway, conservation of water and things like that. Okay, so basically, for those few people who have been assisting me, I'm beseeching you. I still need assistance, and I still need to aid him. I need to aid him. I'm living here, so I need to aid him. So it's not like I have a free pass. And if he had, his heart is such that if he was able, then he would just easily grant me a free pass. But my nature is such that I don't work that way. So I can't just be content with not reciprocating, if I can at all. So he is constantly giving, and not even asking for anything in return. But the fact of the matter is that he needs to continue his work. He needs to live, and he needs his $81.
So I don't have to use my temporary backup little tiny machine, which is also about 20 years old and about to give up the ghost.
Yes, about to give up the ghost because it is only a temporary machine. He needs the $81 machine that is life support. I reiterate, life support. Does anyone understand life support? Thank you. I would hope that you do. Anyway, Maharaj, would you like to say a few words just about, I think they already got the message.
Oh yeah, I think you were very succinct and firm and
yes,
explicit.
Yes. So anything you want to say regarding Krishna and Koros and?
Oh well, as you know, I've already talked too much and I'm losing my voice again, so I have to be very careful not to talk too much today.
Yes, you're right, and that has a lot to do, people, with the $81 that he spent to bring me here. Huh?
Yeah.
He sacrificed that.
My 110 plug-in wall socket machine and this tiny one here are really, really old. Should have conked out a long time ago, but the Lord's kept them alive to keep me alive. And they're called pulse oximeters. They have a monitor in them, a cardiopulmonary monitor in them, cardiorespiratory monitor in them. And when my blood oxygen level drops below a certain percent, or my heart problem starts kicking in, my heart rate bottoms out or something, the alarm goes off and warns me. Now, when I'm awake and alert, I'm supposed to be on oxygen, by the way, but when I'm awake and alert, my oxygen saturation is okay. But as soon as I get tired, I stop breathing, and I have no feedback to know that I'm not breathing, and I just black out. And if I'm asleep, it's really bad, and I have to have these machines because without these machines and without oxygen, you know, I already technically died once. And it's now they call it the Lazarus syndrome, where somebody was clinically dead and they spontaneously resuscitated. So that happened to me one time, and the day after that happened, I was put in a nursing home on a respirator for comatose people. So without these machines, you know, that will probably, I mean, how many times do I expect God to bring me back from the dead in one life? You know, it's better to avoid the death in the first place by having a machine that is working so that it will wake me up before I black out.
And you would have had the machine had you not paid for the bus ticket for me to get from Portland to here.
Yeah, because my machine, this thing, the pulse probe on my stationary 110 plug-in machine. This is run on batteries. This is my backup machine, and it's also old and going away. That stationary machine probe has totally burned out. It's like 15 years old, and the new one costs about $120, but it was on sale this month for $81.
$81.
With free shipping, mind you.
Which is surprisingly exactly what the bus ticket cost. How funny is that?
Yeah.
To get to him.
Yeah, but he was worth it. Dad and I discussed it. We said, should we spend the money on the probe or should we spend the money on Shivaji? And we said, we don't want Shivaji to be on the street in Portland. We want him to sleep in a good bed tonight. So bring him down.
That's not enough for me. So Kumud Singh, I know you help as much as you can. And so since you value, I know you value Maharaj here. And, you know, you sort of like me. So.
What's that song? Ain't Too Proud to Beg? I ain't too proud to beg, friends.
We're helping. We're asking for help. We're asking for help so that we can replenish the $81 that he spent, that he sacrificed from his life support machine.
It is.
Life support. Okay? So that I could come here. Now, I, for one, do not want him to die anytime, anywhere soon. Especially because I came here.
I have too much debt to die.
Okay.
I'll have to live a million years to pay off all my debt.
Yes. He has too much debt. Too much debt to die. He can't afford. He can't afford to die because Prabhaka Mishra Acharya, who is the past head, because he passed away, of the Legion, the Jhansi League of Devotees, the late Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada's first disciple. Prabhupada formed, with his assistance, with Prabhakar Mishra Acharya's assistance, he formed the first group prior to the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. He formed the Jhansi League of Devotees. But for reasons dealing with all sorts of intrigue and false ego cover-ups, basically he has not been as known as he should have been known, even though Prabhupada always spoke to him and spoke about him in glowing terms. So this man right here, this great soul right here, this Mahatma, who would never see himself as a Mahatma, as all Mahatmas are, of this mental disposition, which is why they are great souls. This man was entrusted by Prabhakar Mishra Acharya personally to continue the Jhansi League of Devotees, which is an interfaith, non-sectarian vision of Krishna consciousness, which is all embracing and all encompassing of all the devotees of God, no matter what name.
Hundreds of millions of names and more, and no hard and fast rules for calling on the Lord by any of them.
There you go. And for this, he has been called a heretic, which is wrong because that's what Prabhupada was saying. If anyone really reads Prabhupada's writings, as he too often enjoined people to do, you will easily see that that's what Prabhupada was saying. And you will also understand the spirit, the true nature of Krishna, which is Bhakti Yoga, which is Prem, which is the same thing that Jesus is talking about. Love. Anyway, so I feel very blessed and honored to be here. So I've been bewildered being around him because I'm cross-eyed half the time because I can't even think anymore. So I'm trying to gather my wits so that I can continue.
We are blessed to have you.
Writing. All right? Because I can just sit here and listen to him all day.
Dad's a lot of fun too.
Oh yeah, his quantum physicist, biophysicist, extravaganza genius of a dad. Yes, Grandpa Sherman.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm running out of time here, so let me stop now. Hare Krishna.
Haribo, Haribo. Obeisances always.